Get that ready and get that. I do believe everything is ready to go here. Salutations, class, and welcome back. We have the Guilty Gear VTuber Strive tourney starting in about an hour, so beforehand, I was going to take a little bit of time to practice going over strategies, and while everyone is doing their tourney check-in, make sure I'm up to date with all the rules that we have here, hoping to make this one as minimally scuffed as possible. I know this one's being managed by one of the more common VTuber tournament managers, so we might have better fates for this one, as opposed to with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Simple and straightforward, though. We are mostly going to spend the first hour relaxing and taking some time to learn things in the lab, so it's going to be a bit slow to start with. I have been playing this week. I've definitely gotten rusty in a bit of my absence, so if I would like to get back to this, it might be better to be playing this a bit more often on stream. I sort of miss doing this every week. I love this game. Alright, what are we going over? First things first, we have been commonly using 5K for okizeme with its 9 active frames. But now we might go ahead and try to get close slash instead, as it's a bit better at catching jumps, along with the fact that it gives more block stun and therefore can create a frame trap with 862. Go ahead and set our training dummy. He's Kai, so obviously he's dummy. Set him to do the standard 5P, his fastest button. Now, right, he'll have to block first. Guard only first hit. So if we do 5K into 862, you'll see we get jabbed out of it. But with close slash, we have a little bit more time, and that actually gives us a counter hit. That can actually get to the left. Ooh, that's a nice one. 5K into 268 might be one of our better options. It does give us okizeme if it does hit them. You can go ahead and set up a drone afterwards. 5H, as wonderful of a button as it is not very good on Oki because it sends us too far backwards. You'll see the difference here with close slash only slightly budging us back, and 5H sending us almost halfway across the screen. There might be a way to delay this slightly to where we can get a counter hit on the 268. Because normally that's a true block string. There we go. In the instance we get a punish in neutral, there is another combo I've been practicing. If someone happens to get off a burst, go ahead and auto blue psych burst on the first one. That will have to be an actual hit though. If they are high enough, say after a DP, let's go ahead and make him wake up with one of those. Get a knockdown. Oh, right. Go ahead and do a throw. He'll wake up with VP. Ah, a bit too quick there. Alright, might only work better on some of the longer range DPs, but I have pulled it off in a number of instances, say, getting a 268. Say if we land one of those and it gets bursted, they will be in the air. If they are high enough for us to start with them in the air for our combo, then our specific combo route, let's go ahead and get our demonstration by having him just jump in place. Stance, jump, and make him not Psych Burst. We'll do this if we happen to get them in the air, say off of a very good counter hit, or if we manage to punish the BP from them. If you are quick enough and dexterous enough, you can actually fit in a 2S towards the end there. See if we can try to pull that one off. Like so. It does push them away a bit further and gives you slightly worse Oki though. And that is for a total of 219 damage, it looks like. Let's see, it's 214 without it. I think the slightly better okizeme might be better without having to worry about the small amount of damage. Get over there. We will also need to really focus on our dexterity for getting those control stick spins done very, very quick, so that we do not end up doing jumping for a lot of our attacks. In some cases it's not going to matter, especially if it's mid-combo, not so much, but during a block string, the aerial Behemoth Typhoons do not actually cause a guard crush, which we are desperately wanting to avoid because then we are actually minus once we hit the ground. I wonder how well that sets up for a drone. We do need to also have them high enough so that we can fit in a dash input there. Otherwise, we can't even get in the 2S and have our 684 connect afterwards. We are given a clash afterwards. That is very useful. I've also found a slightly more reliable ender to our normal punish once we get someone in the corner. You should remember this one. Close slash, 26H, so on and so forth. Now, with the newest patch giving a larger frame buffer, it should be a lot easier to do this with 2H instead, which does give a higher bounce and a slightly more reliable combo route, for the initial hit being a bit more difficult. Now, if we end with the 6H there instead, it's a lot easier to get a guaranteed super off there without getting a jump in between. And in fact, if we can get a good enough dash in the middle, we will have to be quick. With the right spacing, you can actually guarantee the clean hit with the drones afterwards. In which case, the final combo we have there is only, I think, 2 damage less than the optimal one, while being much, much easier to pull off. Let's double check everything in the Discord. I will need to have that pulled up so that we can watch for things when they're starting. Take a look at that. Every single thing for the stream looks good. Functional. Looks like everything's ready to go. Alright. We'll be there for the tourney when it begins in approximately 45 minutes. double check everything else. Seems we're good to go. That is pretty rough to get. The most important part is knowing when you can start a dash. There we go. There's the clean hit with all 3 drones. For 306 damage on Kai, which I believe our optimal one is 309. $308, only 2 damage less, so it is still pretty reliable. With a good dash hit input in there, you can actually get the drones, which gives you a little bit more damage at the end. Another psychological aspect of doing close slash for our okizeme is a lot of people versus Gold Lewis will end up trying to block by walking backwards instead of crouching. He only has a small number of mix-up options which hit low. 2D, and if they're really close, you can hit them with 8-4-2. Or, if they're really close, 2-4-8. But neither of those actually hit at a longer distance, so at that point you only have 2D as your mix-up option. So, if we did do 5k for okizeme, that would condition our opponent to block low on wake up. But a lot of enemies might be a bit less responsible, and if we don't condition them while they're panicking, we can do a close slash which they're a lot more likely to block high, which at that point we have a lot more mix-up options open. Ah, we can't even get that perfect. That's another thing. Without the cancel there, it is a little bit harder to get that super in there. You'll see me occasionally jump as well. Once I start panicking, the execution starts failing, which, well, with Gold Lewis, you need it to be perfect. And that's 304, which would be less than if we used our 6H cancel instead. A lot easier to pull off, and not one that we can accidentally jump cancel. And there we go. 306. So I think that's what we'll practice for our maximum punish. In the instance, we actually have 50% meter at the end there. The more important one would be the neutral punish. And then get a drone out afterwards, preferably. We do need to make sure it is a 2S that we end with. And not OTG. that will hit someone's CP on wake up. I wonder if that prevents them from jumping, actually. Let's give that a try. Let's say... opponent status. Block settings. Guard only first hit. So we will need to start with a 2P to get him to expend his block. Oh right, he still has his counterattack settings. Ah, he still does get into the air though. We did get a jump in there, so it might not be that bad. Ah, we did hit him during his jump frames. Excellent. There are a lot of jump-happy enemies that Gold Lewis has trouble with, in which case we will need to practice getting our jump punch combos down with. So let's have him back to jumping a little bit. Can we modify his position? You know, that used to be a very common feature in older fighting games, but I guess not so much anymore. And block nothing. So we'll do this for jump-happy characters such as Mei, who tend to have larger jumps that they'll like to abuse. That doesn't work. That does, but it knocks them pretty far. Wonder what our best combo option is. That one gives us a bit more downward momentum when it hits. I think that might be our best one to cancel with. Yeah, they fall too quickly for 862 to hit them, and 684. Still hits them while we have upward momentum, so it's a bit more difficult to chase them afterwards. And there we go. There's also our grab punish if we really needed to get someone into the corner, and then cash in for that ever so juicy positive bonus. You know, we could probably do a 4-2-6 there. Hold on, let's give that one a try. And make sure we don't get the OTG. Ah, we can! Excellent. It's a little pushing it for distance, though, so we will have to be flawless. You will also need to be careful of your spacing on that if they happen to be behind you. When the 268 comes out, it does launch them a lot further forward. The game does buffer your control stick spinning during that freeze there, so it becomes a lot easier to get a cancel into the super off of that. Give me a second. will have absolutely no distractions. That include house cats, no matter how adorable they might be. Alright, what else should we go over? Double check the Discord over here, of course.
I'm sorry about that.
Evil Goldless wouldn't be sorry. Take a drink.
Now it's your turn. Could get your time.
Let's actually look at that challenge bracket. Like to see what I'm up against and exactly how many people are here. Ah, it's full. Exceptional. This one looks fun. Ah, how many people do we have here? Oh my. 24 and 25 entrants. That's a wonderful showing. I'm excited. Looks like it's gonna be fun. Games music is wild. Oh, absolutely. Welcome, Thomas. Or do I just call you Tommy? I'm not sure about how polite I need to be. This isn't even my favorite track. Hold on. Gotta get the Xander theme music rolling, don't we? And put it on the stage of choice. This is how I'll be seeing things once we get into an actual match. What do we need to practice on? You know, there's probably going to be a few Nagaryukis, and I do need to make sure I get the full combo going against him. Tommy is what used to, and Tommy is what I will use. How are you doing on this lovely evening? Alright, we will need to practice that same combo versus Nagaryuki. The one for the optimal corner punish. Because I know Nagos like to keep at their distance versus Goldless. And if we can manage to punish a burst in the corner, well... Ah, will be hard. Just been a slow day for me? Yeah, it's been a slow week for me regardless. Seems everyone's a bit jazzy the weekend after Halloween. Ah, you know, that's also an option. Although it's not nearly as damaging, you see. Well, 278, hold on. It has been a slow day for me as well, Thomas, but I would still mark it as a good day. You were supposed to have a job interview yesterday that had to be rescheduled because the manager didn't even know it was scheduled. I'm working on some job interviews right now too, and it's hard for me to even get one foot in the door. Really hope it goes well for you. I've got a couple lined up for next week, so I actually just got my first real haircut since quarantine really started. Wow, this is impossible. Nagaryuki falls a lot faster. And this is the one. No drone punish, but very good damage on that at the end. You think you'll be here for the actual tournament itself in 30 minutes? Or are you just popping in to say hi? And there we go with the accidental jump input again, which is explicitly what we're trying to avoid with the other combo setup. That one's not gonna work. So hard to do on him. Lurking is fine by me. I just want to have a chance to show off my stuff. Ah! And there we go. I think we can do that one just fine. Or maybe even focus on just the super without me even try to do a dash input afterwards. That one also could function a lot easier. Ah! Wait, does 5H cancel into 6H? It does not. So I guess only off of close slash then. Wow. Yeah, he's definitely the hardest to get that combo on. And missed it again. Rocket one more time. I wonder if 5H actually starts up faster and has a better chance on it. That one did boost him a lot higher. I think that one will be a lot more possible. If we can get in the perfect close slash distance. Wow, we might just have to change our route for him completely. We won't even get a super punish on him for that. We are now 30 minutes until the tournament. Hope you'll be rooting for me. I actually see one of the other entrants was another VTuber I found the other day. I think it was maybe 6 months ago. Yep, there he is. And assuming I win my first 2 matches, he will be the one I would go up against. Look forward to it. Now, no actual matches before the stream. Don't want to get myself too tensed up yet. That's generally my weakness with these games, is I can tend to get myself into a panic reflex pretty easily. Oh, we got it. We got it. That's the damage we should be doing. Leviathan, welcome. About 30 minutes until the tournament. Oh, that is some swag right there. Hold on. I need to see that one again. The backward swing. Oh, that is some swag. Hold on. We gotta practice that one at least. That one might actually come out for a panic combo as well. Okay, and that was 5k 684. The backward swing. I love it. I'm gonna take a real quick break here before bathroom break, since it is that time. And by the way, Leviathan, welcome. The most recent patch did actually make Ramlethal, in my opinion, possibly the best character in the game. So, if you did want to hop in, that would be an excellent time. I know I keep threatening to buy it for you, but... what was it? Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. None of our other friends picked it up, so I was mostly waiting on if you yourself were running to give it a try, but this is definitely a step up from Grand Blue. Ah, it's so hard to get that one back. Slowly spin it the other direction. Alright. Watch the stick. I think that one might actually be better with 5H. Or at least a bit more reliable. So hard to do. We do not want that far slash, we only want the close slash. Yeah, a lot of characters receive some changes, some buffs, some nerfs. I believe Ramlethal actually got some better cancels for Rekka series. And I know how much you love Rekkas. If all that Jita spam meant anything. As well as one of the easiest reversal inputs in the game. If he can do Deadly Ray, he can definitely do that reliably. Alright, yeah, versus him I think we actually have to use 5H to get it reliably. That'll still work. That's right, actually. They did change the combo route, so we might even have something different to use. See if we can get a dash input into a close slash. That one's a bit more reliable. We cannot do heavy slash. Okay. Interesting. Ah, so it does work off of a hit. Do like them. Still have to think about it because getting a game simply because you simp over one character. Hey, valid. Absolutely valid. Alright, so you have to do that the instant you get up. Although that ends up with the hitbox towards the ground, so it's definitely not good enough for a combo. Getting a game simply because you simp over one character is something you are a repeat offender of. Yeah, I have that case. I used to have that case in a lot of gacha games, but I don't play those too much anymore. Oh, wait. I still had one I was checking on my phone. Only got one left that I play at this point. Venti is a very good boy. And, well, you can talk all day to Leviathan about how much you love Hiva. You see this why you got into Overwatch as well. I mean, I absolutely loved Reinhardt, so that was my first character to love. Although I ended up playing more Winston towards the end. That is some swag right there. I love it. Alright, I'll check on the Discord real quick. We got another 20 minutes before we get in. Usagi, welcome. We have the tournament beginning in about 20 minutes. Looks like we only have 2 entrants who still need to check in. We might have the full 25 tonight. Although if it's 24, that definitely makes for a much more even matchup. Double elimination works best if your number of entrants is a power of 2, as most entries go. How are you doing tonight, Usagi? Ah, missed. A bit less powerful there. That one actually does some release damage, but that definitely gets the swag points. That one's for crushing your opponent psychologically. I think it might be reliable if we just did a 5k combo. Make sure we get that on his way down. That is a significant damage drop. Wow. We really need that. Especially if we're going up against Nagoriyuki. That one definitely bounces him a lot higher. How am I? I'm doing quite well. We have a VTuber tournament starting in about 15 minutes now, which I will be participating in. Hopefully I get high up there. Although I am a little bit rusty on my Guilty Gear. I haven't played this in about 2 weeks. And I know people who are dedicated enough to VTube for this game are the same people who'd probably be very, very good. One of the opponents I know I've actually fought randomly online before, and he was doing remarkably well for Soul. Finally, a Soul player that knows how to actually play the game. Ah, fumbling my inputs again. Guilty Gear's a good game, but for you it's very hard. It's very hard for everyone, especially the old ones. I've actually been playing more Xrd lately, which I personally love a lot more as a game. A big oof, Tommy, a very big oof. Most of my wins against Soul Bad Guy are because the other player doesn't know how to actually play the game. They fall for a lot of the same tricks and make a lot of the same mistakes over and over again. You can really tell when a character is, or when a player is carried by a bad character. One reason why I try to pick at least characters that work a lot more off of having bad defense, so I have to know how to actually defend. So like the Militomac this game. Yeah, I suppose I'd wage that, except he doesn't necessarily have any weaknesses. You could compare him to Little Mac's sort of aggressive rushdown, but without the weakness of having the bad recovery. Oh, I have lost my mind. I've tried to play this game a couple of times this past week, but I've lost my mind myself as I really am out of touch here. I've definitely missed on my training a little bit more than what I should have. We might just have to do the regular combo here instead. haven't done that enough to where I've forgotten it. See what this does. Wow, that's still a significant drop, but it might be a bit better for the reliability of it. Let's just see what happens in the middle of my panic combos. You will definitely have a chance to see Soul Bad Guy during this game, as he's one of the most popular characters. I think Mei and Ramlethal are a little bit more popular though. Alright, yeah, we'll have to practice it with the 2-6H. That's way more reliable. You know, we do have a little bit of time to get in another 5H there. Or, well, a dash before the 5H. Hold on. Let's give that one a try instead. You did see it. Wow, hold on. I think we might have it. The ever so small dash there. We really gotta practice the timing on that, but that might be the answer we're looking for. So close. Maybe not. Have I just had the timing wrong this entire time? I might have been doing 2H a bit too late. That is what I want to see. Hold on, we might be able to cancel out a lot earlier. Yeah, I think I am doing it a bit too late. Or maybe it was different since I was doing it off of the dash. Might have carried a bit of forward movement. No! He's hitting him pretty high there. Okay, I've just been doing it wrong this entire time. Wrong one. Alright, so we do have a reliable version of this. I'll have to practice that later, getting the 2H at that right time. This is what I was doing before. Or, hold on. Might not be able to see it. You see he's head up high there. But I was getting him a lot closer to the ground with my previous timing. Yeah, that's where I was hitting him. You'll see he was barely above the ground for that version of it. But if I'm a little quicker, he's further off the ground, and it's a lot easier to get this whole combo set up. Yeah, we do not want him to be close to the ground. Not like that. Yep, this is gonna take some work. There we go. Alright, we'll work on that later, but that situation actually isn't going to come up very often. What we need to practice more is just getting this one in neutral, which should be pretty reliable. It's a much shorter combo in comparison. This is what we'll do if we manage to get a punish in neutral. Although if we can get the 2S in there, a lot better. 171 damage versus 164. Although the better okizeme might be better for us. I wonder if that actually gets the hitbox out right before he hits the ground. It does. Ah, but not off of an instant air dash. I have to go. By the way, you follow me on Twitter. Well, thank you for showing up, Usagi. The VOD will be up on YouTube if you'd like to see the tournament results. Sarina Penguina, I believe, is the host for this, and she will also have the tournament results up on her Twitter. She's currently the biggest English VTuber fighting game host for tournaments and such, so if you'd like to follow a lot more fighting game players, she's the one you want to go to. Please do not skip the intros. Got it. Round 1 winners may start their matches except those called for stream. Hold on. That's... oh, that's way back. Alright. $10.16. Oh, wait, they just updated the role name. Okay, that's very much confusing me. So, the role they have in the fighting VTuber Discord is currently named for the Guilty Gear Strive tournament, but it looks like they just update the names for the tournament entries rather than make a new role, which is how they keep the same color. So I'm looking back at the chat history here, and for the last tournament, looks like they had... yeah, they had some fights going on there, except for the one specifically called for stream. Alright. I just messed it up. Was worried I might have been late. Alright, let's divide up the window over here. Leave Discord there for most of it, occupying most of the screen here. I will of course leave chat very visible because you are all very important to me. We'll need to get this okizeme setup perfect. Do you play fighting games, Tommy? Smash does not count. Loosen up. Not comfortable with them. Very understandable. They're incredibly niche. And I thought I might have been able to make a bigger impact. In fact, it seems the actual group of fighting game VTubers is pretty niche, pretty small, and pretty tightly knit. Stream match. Hold on, I think we're getting some messages going. Stream matches for round 1 winners. Alright, we have ourselves a code. Looks like we are ready to get things beginning.
Network.
Let's see. Search for existing rooms. Search ID. Make sure we have everything set. Seems the last time I played was when it was just with Anji. That was such a long time ago. Make sure it's on 6 Black Heaven's guns and Council of 3. Alright, I'll head to the bathroom real quick. We'll be starting our first match very soon. Get things prepped. Take a deep breath. All right. Look at that little nerd there. I wonder if we actually have more avatar options that we fished up at some point. Wonder if we got a different color set that we can get, which works a lot better. Still no teal shirts. Color 1 still works best for having a... We don't have a lab coat option, do we? Still don't think that was ever an option. Nagoriyuki's almost there. And it used to be Faust would actually apply to that, but they changed his outfit completely in this game. Also, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm an engineer. Or, more specifically, a computer scientist. Yeah, we don't have any equivalent of a lab coat here, it looks like. Unless we can get something out of there. No. Out of here. No. Shame. Oh, I did not pick that. There's it, necktie and shirt. There we go. Faust's scalpel. Maybe I should change that too. Ooh, electric guitar. I have actually picked up an instrument in the past few months. Bass, though, not the regular guitar. So I only have 4 strings to work with. Looks like everything else is ready. Alright, looking at the chat here. Deep breath. Let's hope it works. Gold Lewis Dickinson, 6 Black Heaven Guns on Council of 3. Would you like a link to the host? Actually, might be a bit better to follow the pacing. I'll just stare here, gazing longingly at the forest outside. Yeah, there's someone who's hosting the whole tournament. Hold on. I believe it's in announcements here. Right. I'll drop that there. Although I might go back to watch the VOD later to see what we're doing about commentary and all that stuff. Ah, my heart's racing. Mostly because I care about this game, not so much with Smash. I'll admit I wasn't really putting much effort into the Smash tournaments. I wasn't expecting to win. I wasn't even expecting it far past A02. Instead, to help relax, I think I'll sit back and adjust the mic for that. I am potentially a fan of Smash. I am actually a very huge fan of Project M and Rivals of Aether, as well as I used to be a much bigger fan of Melee. Now, not so much, but still kind of a fan. As for Smash Brothers specifically, there's a lot of bad blood between Smash Brothers and the rest of the FGC. A lot of my friends themselves are Smashers who play the game casually, very casually. And so that was the crowd I've had to grow up with. I've always been a lot more fond of more traditional fighting games, personally. I feel like they have a bit more interaction going on. Seems like most of Smash Brothers essentially might be a bit slower overall. Hold on, you have a ping. Might be time to start. Let's look. Stream match. She will let us know when to start. I want to love Smash, but every experience I've had with it has been poor. That might be a situation of... My attempts to play Smash Bros. Ultimate lately have always been with friends playing free-for-all matches on a television, and one thing that really gets my goose is feeling like the game is non-functional. Am I sleeping? Is my... Might be because I was looking off to the side. Sometimes, when I look over to the right, it will close my eyes as it can't read my expressions very well. Just struggle with precision mechanics and fires require a lot of that. Exactly, and that's actually my very specific beef I've had with Smash so far, is it's a couch co-op game. Every single situation I've had playing it has been with televisions that still give, and I don't know if you've noticed this, it happens a lot more with, happens a lot more noticeably with more action-paced games, but televisions actually have a significant amount of delay, instead of a computer monitor, which might have a much smaller delay between the console and the screen that you're seeing. So my biggest beef with Smash is the fact that the actual gameplay showing up on the screen is about 10 to 12 frames behind what is happening on the console. I try to work off reactions a lot, and a lot of my attempts to be precise with my combos and function in the game doesn't really work well. Kiranograph, Yo Xander, against Voidash, who's another VTuber I know. Alright. Looks like we are getting ready to begin. Pretty good Nago, one of Hatashi's disciples. Well, I'm not gonna make it past round 1 then, am I? This is already a pretty bad matchup for me. Alright, time to relax. Do not skip the intros.
That they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts. Heaven or hell.
First up to bat.
목적을 위해서 장애물은 없앤다. 승부가 끝나면
Well, thank you for the support, Kiranograph.
Nagoryuki versus
Birthday train, you asshole!
Let's rock.
일 보고 있나? 샤타! 저기 앉아. 버텨봐라! 일 보고 있나?
Here we go. Drone. Oh, here we go. Yes, I was a little too eager. I thought that was my meter on the left.
일 보고 있나? 일 보고 숨겨둔 카드다. 쏴버려! 사격!
Ooh, almost.
저기 안 여들었나?
Ah, drat.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Ooh, let's see if this goes. Got him. Ooh. Oh, here we go. My heart's racing right now. Why don't I get that kind of damage? Ah, the backdash. Alright, so we will need to be ready for a lot more blocking at a distance there. We do not need to minigun exactly when we're expecting to. Combos feel really unfun to play around. It definitely depends a lot on
They cannot change society.
situation. Neutral needs to be
Duel 1.
measure. Hold on, I'm not talking. Oh, well, I'm gonna die. Never am prepared for that. That's a frame trap. And here we go. Blood's racing, let's go. Ooh, nice one. Purple Roman cancel is a bad mechanic. They don't expect a second time. Ooh, got him. You missed. Just arrived. This is our first match and we are currently 1-1. Let's get this a rock. 5k, that shit. Got him. You can't handle my plus frames. And get ready to burst. Got him. Woo! Now that was the first match. Ah, that might be the most fun I've had playing this game. Let's go, let's go. Alright, how are we doing off of that? Do we go another round, or? I don't know. Ah, I think that is our first set. Best of 3. Currently in the VTuber Discord, she is calling up the next set. So does that mean we're reporting it there, or is that it? For round 1. I mean, it was on stream, so... Let's go ahead and give it a pause. Arrived just in time, got to go in just a minute. Check back later. Get him, Teach. Thank you, Kayla. I hope things are going to work here. Looking at the chat here. Hold on, I'm going to check the bracket. I wonder if Sarina has gone ahead and posted the results there. Looks like I'm ready to go then. Let's look at the bracket here. Looks like we are still waiting a bit for this match to be over, and then we might get on to round 2. Whew, VTuber moment. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna need to relax after that one. Take a drink. This is gonna be good. Alright, can't mess up again. I'm gonna come through the chat here real quick to make sure, because I know I did see a glimpse of someone saying, oh wait, we're not supposed to round 2 yet. After all, with me getting into the win on the tournament stream, I might have a chance to, who knows. Maybe I'm supposed to show up for more of the on-stream fights? That'd be fun. Looks like a lot of the other matches in bracket were going 2-0. Yeah, most of these are 2-0, and then there's mine and another that was 2-1. So we might have some pretty lopsided fights going on. In a VTuber tournament. Yeah. Sorry. Between a lot of the stuff going on in the chat right now, I'm having to pay attention to 20 different things at once. So yes, this is an official VTuber tournament. I will go ahead and plug the host's Twitch again, where if you would like to see the main results of stuff going on. Thank you very much for arriving, Tommy. I was very glad to see you again. This is going to be a good one, I know it. Winners round 2. Alright, so I will exit the room. Looks like I'm not going to be on stream then. Winners round 2 can start. We will be doing this off of the actual stream itself. Alright then.
Network.
Winners round 2 can start. A bit less pressure here. Create your own room. Room capacity 2. Specific.
Welcome.
So, I have been chugging apple cider all afternoon. I'm going to have to take yet another quick bathroom break. And then we'll be right back for the next match. La da 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 da. Rocket again. We are ready to start our next one. West Coast Park number 62.
Network.
Stretch. Loosen up. Make sure we're in the right region. Yeah, West Coast. Number 62. Do we even... Ah, we do have that many. I thought it stopped at a flat 60. And here's our guy.
Are you ready?
Oh boy. Oh, whoops. Wrong. There we go.
Are you ready?
Let's rock it again. 700. This is gonna be fun. I'll have to be very, very attentive.
Mankind knew that they cannot. Duel 1. Let's rock.
And welcome to this mix. Wow, there's enough time for him to just run up and DP. Interesting. Ah, that's what he gets out of all that extra mobility.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Ghost. Hold your breath. Drone goes out. Ah, should have done a 6P there, maybe. Yeah, Chip is a bit of a mess.
Man. Duel 1.
We should be able to beat both options with a jump. Okay, this guy's conversions are insane. I had no chance. Yeah, I have no chance here. It's mix-up central.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I've never even seen a Chip do that, just run up and DP after a burst. Well, that was quick. GG's indeed. Match reporting. Usually it's winner reports, so I'll wait on that one. Oh, whoops, wrong menu. Force of habit. I don't think I've fought enough good chips. Funny enough, I can't get back into Celestial, so I don't have enough of the good players to practice against regularly. There's a lot of techniques I see to this day that I've never even seen before. Yeah, it hurts my soul too. We're not out yet, though. It is a double elimination, so we do have losers that we can start. Check the bracket here. Versus a tabby. Alright. I really ought to fight more of these people more. And double checking. I guess we might wait for winners and losers to start for next one. Although, hold on. Let's see. Tourney chat. Losers can go until round 4. Alright. Alright, so losers matches can go up until round 4, which, if we do manage to make it to the end there, then we'll have a chance. This game's OST never misses. Absolutely. Alright. We have our next one ready up.
Network.
All right. Losers round 2.
Welcome.
Oh great, Ramlethal. Well, let's get it to work.
Are you ready?
Ah, a May. Interesting. Luckily, I think Gold Lewis with all of his disjointed hitboxes might actually have an advantage against her.
Mankind knew that. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Don't jump. No. Wow. See if you know how to FD. You do. Nope, not minus enough for you to jump in that quickly.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Welcome to the blender. Nope. Round 1, Xander. Aw. Hold up. Ah, character change. Let's run it then. Was worried I might have upset someone. Gold Lewis can do that.
Mankind.
Alright, start with a 6p. See if we can do it again.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
There will be no jumping in this household. Wait.
여보세요. 피자? 주문한 적 없는데.
Ramlethal's kind of a... Oh boy. Room shut down. Oh, yeah. I can't tell you how much I hate that. The, Ramlethals and Maze I find online always are jump happy. So I try to do as many, usually it's a 4-8-6 catches them, attempting to jump very well. Even if it catches them at the beginning, usually it will put them in a guard crush and put them back on the ground. So I've been trying to focus as much as I can on getting anti-jump frame traps. Do a refresh. And that will be updated momentarily. I don't know if they're doing the updating or if I'm going to do that. Hopefully I can at least... let's see. Well, that Chip is still fighting his way up. Oh, wow, he didn't even get in for, round 1. The, Chip we fought was one of the people who started up a round in the bracket. And we are still waiting on my next opponent. Losers have not gone on far enough yet, so we have a bit more time to hit the lab and relax. Alright, if we come up against Chip again, we have a couple of different tricks we can use. Mostly we'll have to pay attention to specific mix-ups. If we do come across him, it might be good to pay a little bit of attention. How's the rest of the bracket doing? Looks good so far. I'll have to keep refreshing that periodically. It will be a little bit before... we're waiting for... loser of round 18 to fight Vice King and Kuma, and then whoever wins there will fight us. So we do have about 2 or 3 different matches that will show up before someone else does. I think you know exactly what we need to lab here. Yeah, I hate Ram and Mei so much that I've tried to make very good blockstream combos against him. In fact, I've even been trying to spend some time practicing, let's see, any of the anti-jump stuffs. Both of those characters jump a lot in neutral. Mei has just an exceptional amount of aerial attacks, as well as Ramlethal having jump H, which hits blows. So I have been trying to practice. I am gonna need some more work. One way to get a jump happy opponent back on the ground. There isn't that much use for Gold Lewis's jump punch. Normally, it doesn't even Gatling into itself. None of his punches actually self-Gatling. That applies to most other characters, but here you can see I'm mashing punch in the bottom left. And while it does combo, it doesn't Gatling. And unless we get our spacing perfect... it might actually combo. Hold on. Yeah, that's what we need to watch out for. If we hit them at the apex of our jump, then we can definitely combo them back on the way down. But if they're about midway or so, we don't have another chance. So we do want to try to get in. 268 is probably our most reliable one. It will usually hit when we're already on our downward part of our jump. So we'll have a lot more time to catch up to them, as opposed to, say, the other one that can actually combo, 684, which you'll see he does have enough time to get back up, whereas if we do 268, we have a little bit more time to get in. Ooh, that's a spicy one. I like that. Alright, check the bracket again. Da-da-da. Yep, we are still waiting. It looks like it might be an on-stream match that we're waiting for. Alright, stop guzzling so much cider, Xander. I'll be back again. Oh, while we do have enough time here to wait, go ahead and check the bracket one more time. It will still be a little bit. Ah, they are starting the next match. Alright, so we only have one more to wait for. So, an announcement while we are here and waiting. I have started the Discord. You'll be able to find it in the description of the YouTube video. I will post it again in chat, just in case. Hold on. And right there. Nothing much going on. I am still looking into understanding bots, and I might even try to develop my own bots or functions in the future. Currently, not too much functionality, but unless the votes change, we currently have the viewer vote settling on a Terraria stream tomorrow, which I'm thinking I might go ahead and open up to the viewers, so if you'd like to play Terraria with Professor and, well, teach him how to play the darn game, that would be useful. I've never beaten Terraria. I've only gotten up to Wall of Flesh, and haven't played past. I forgot. I think there was some other game that came out at a time that pulled me away from it. Either that, or maybe it was a very heavy work week. So, Terraria stream tomorrow, and probably nothing after the stream tonight, unless you guys would like some more Noida or something. Let's check the votes. It's still sitting at 3 for Terraria, I believe. Looks like it. Alright, so what we will want to check with... let's see. What do we want to check with Chip? Mostly the Alpha Blade stuff. I wonder if that's 6P-able. We can't 6P it. Wonder if there's an option select we can use. We can jump it. Can we grab it? No, he comes out too quickly for us to grab. So I wonder what the setup is there. I also know that he can do a jumping attack afterwards, so let's try that. It's jump slash that I usually see them do, right? So that's the mix-up. We'll have to figure out how to deal with that. We can backdash it. But we'll have to be very, very tight on the timing. So that still counter hits us. We definitely don't have enough time to get in a counterattack, so if we want to be really, really silly, that's one way to take off half of his health. Oh wait, if we wait, we can delay a 6P. So we'll need to react to... Well, that is a mix-up between if he does the grounded version or the aerial version, but if he does the aerial version, we can get a combo like that on there. Alright, check that bracket one more time. See if we're up for our next match soon. Looks like they're still going on. Match reporting. Winners round 3 has started. Ah, we might actually come up against Zeros again. I actually fought him randomly online. It looks like we might be running into him a second time. He is a Soul player, and one that actually knows how to play the darn game. Oh great, we have an Eno in the tournament. That's gonna be fun. Mostly it's going to be mix-up characters that we have to worry about. Versus characters that don't have as much pressure versus Gold Lewis, I get to go ham. Alright, we'll need to leave the Discord open there, so that we can see whenever someone shows up. So that's how he beat that one. Now we need to see what happens if he does the low. Oh, whoops. Wasn't recording. We can jump that one, I think. I wonder if Jump H can hit that one. No, but we do end up hitting the ground pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and set him to block. Maybe there's a Behemoth Typhoon we can use. So, there's a number of different fighting game players, and different archetypes. I believe a lot of you in the chat here might have seen the Core A gaming video on it. I tend to, as you'd expect, look for a lot of the mechanics or option selects. I try to play it mostly with brains. There's lots of players for brains, brawn, and heart. Dude, so late. Discord notification made the noise, but no number. Was wondering where that came from. You know, I'm thinking about actually making a stream ping. Yeah, I'll do that after tonight. A stream ping's role for the Discord server so people know when to show up. That way you can opt in rather than necessarily having to mute the server. Because unless it's an important announcement, I don't want to just keep dropping in at everyone. Ah, we do have our match coming up. Welcome, Broham. Looks like they just finished.
Network.
Command grabs. Well then. What am I looking out for? Create room specific.
Welcome.
So, command grabs. That doesn't narrow it down. Broham, for the tournament we are currently 2-1. We came up against yet another chip who I couldn't read any mix-up whatsoever. If you wanted a really, really good match, that first one versus Nagaruki was incredible. Right now we have a match against our next one for the loser's bracket. We have lost one, and we are not out just yet. So we do have a chance to get back up pretty high. I need my theme music in order to empower me, so I'm gonna be on first player here. If it's a Potemkin, I think I'll be able to handle that pretty well. If it's another chip, well, we're in trouble. Check out the Naga one after stream. Indeed. That chip was a mess, but I do have a bit more knowledge in my pocket. Chip does have enough time to run up and just DP after burst. One habit I really need to break, and one thing you'll see me do a lot on stream, is after I burst, I'll immediately throw out a drone. I need to figure out on paper, continuing our conversation, which characters I can safely deploy a drone against, and which ones not so much. Ash enjoyed playing it too, if you want to play her more in the future. I really need to practice the Nagaryuki matchup, so I'll look into that. In fact, that match was so fun, I'll just message her after stream.
Are you ready?
Oh boy. Here we go. We can never let her have her turn. So everything we do needs to deprive her of her chance to get in. One important piece of knowledge here is that we can dash under Chemical Love. And that's the only thing I really know about the matchup.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts.
Get a stretch. We can't let ourselves lose this one. We need to take this all the way to Losers Finals.
못 참겠어.
전쟁을 벌이고 싶나 보군.
You fixing to start a war there, Haas.
Versus Eno. Duel 1. Let's rock.
나다 일찍이 테이크거든. 테이크거든. 일찍이 나가봐. 어때?
Ooh, got him. And goodbye. There's the burst. So, you really want to scare someone, read their burst. Brohan can vouch for me. I also know that's minus as fuck. That's a frame trap. Oh boy. Okay, I think I've finally found the characters I like. And that is anyone with absurd amounts of pressure. You can't handle my plus frames. Oh right, do it again. I thought it would have had the rematch option. Ah, she's switching. Or not. Run it again. So what do we know? Lots of Stroke the Big Tree.
Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ah, not the one I wanted. Gotcha. I'm jamming right now, jamming. Got him. Hold your breath there.
무슨 일이야? 안 들리잖아. 이놈이나 저놈이나
Alright. I'll need to set the rooms for a rematch again. The biggest oof. Let's see. Go to match reporting. Take a breath. Need more gold loose experience, and also block on wake up. Let's see. Got some responses there. Aha, we have a vote for control for the stream. Unfortunately, that's not enough to beat out Terraria. Alright, Inferno Kind. If not, let's see. What was the code here again? Double check that. It was like nothing but letters. View room settings. Accept a friend request. Look here. And check that part of the stream. Let's see where Inferno is. Better notate that that's a code, given that it doesn't have any given that it doesn't have any numbers. Looks like it's a very weird abbreviation. Jack Ford, PC decided to update. Jack now on laptop. Did I win? Against the Eno, yes. We are currently in losers round 4. We are almost up to round 5. We are up against someone named... I wanted Zeros to win that one. I wanted to come up against him. Darn. Alright, we are up against someone who still hasn't yet shown up. I am getting way too nervous. So another quick bathroom break. He has his AirPods on. I just said I was gonna disappear again. GG's again. Fighting my buddy next. Good luck to you both. I look forward to it, Proxy. I'll actually have to give you a look up on Twitch after the stream so that I don't have that sound blasting through.
Are you ready?
Oh. Kai, here we go. Get ourselves ready.
They cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, duel 1. Let's rock.
5k against the most common start. Ooh, good one. Alright, so he backdashes at round start. Well, welcome to Kai. Yep, that's a Kyle, right? Alright, so we know he backdashes on round start, but we will need... right, I don't have it set to rematch. Alright, try that again. I really will have to fix that.
Are you ready?
I don't fight enough Kais. I actually haven't seen too many of them lately.
Mankind new. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Good 6p. Mostly you want to FD the pressure away. That'll give you a bit more time to react to their attempts to run back in. Good burst bait. Need to really make sure that we hit the... not the close slash. I was even blocking too. I guess I need. I did input a dash, so I would have had to FD that. Drat. Alright. Well, we lost to the people with 800 points, so...
Kai wins.
How's the stream doing? Yeah, we're having a lot of freezing. Oh, wait. I think we're back. I think we are back. somewhat. Refresh everything, check the stream health there. Or not. There we go, I think we're back. How's the frame rate for everyone in here? Still needing some work. Alright. I think it's better. It still tells me I'm dropping most of my frames. What is going on with the connection here? You know what? I think I'm gonna restart this stream real quick. Alright, I think we're good now. I'll go ahead and close out of all my windows. There we go. No, still tells me I'm having connection issues. I'll just manage it straight from OBS's dashboard. Still telling me I'm dropping frames. You know, I think I'll just restart the stream real quick. Give me a second. Yeah, wait, no, I think we're dropping. Still looks like it's about a third of them. Still freezing in low frames, actually. Don't know why it's doing this. Let me